Second, I want to target new markets, underserved populations, and tear down the barriers of discrimination wherever they are found. Let me just make this point. Thank you. Look at our trade policy. What are we trying to do? We tore down barriers to trade with Mexico because we knew they'd buy more of our products. We would buy more of theirs, they would buy more of ours. It would change the job mix in America for more high-wage jobs. The biggest untapped market in America for many of us are the millions and millions and millions of people that the economy of the 1980s left behind. People who live in our cities, people who live in our isolated rural areas, people with productive capacities who, if they can become consumers, can explode the American economic growth rate well into the next century. That is what this is all about, and we should all focus on it. Third, I want to develop new strategies for educating those who haven't considered becoming homeowners because they don't have an adequate comfort level or enough information to act. And believe it or not, at least our research indicates this is a much bigger problem than I would have thought when we began to look into it. Let me go through these issues briefly, one at a time. A modest starter home today costs about $94,000 in many parts of the country, even more here in California. With only a 5% down payment and closing cost, that's about $9,000 up front. Half the young families in this country make about $25,000 a year. Well, it's hard to save $9,000 when you're raising children on less than $25,000 a year. Many families are paying more in rent than it would cost them to own a home and to build equity, but they can't come up with the front-end money. We have to do better. Secretary Cisneros has taught me the term lifer. As an old Attorney General, I thought that had to do with the criminal justice system. But today, more and more, it refers to people who are renters for life, middle-class Americans who have no hope of becoming homeowners. We can do better than that, and we will. We have to do a better job of reaching the underserved, of eradicating discriminatory practices that prevent minority families from finding, financing, or buying the home of their choice. It's wrong for anybody with a solid work history to be denied a home. And as so often is the case in the United States, if we do the right thing, it'll be good business. It'll be more money for all Americans and a greater rate of economic growth. The third and final element of the plan will involve improving our efforts at education and outreach. According to one national survey, fewer than half of all American adults know what they need to know to navigate the real estate market successfully. Surely, with all the communications technology available today, we can do better than that in America. Every day, you counsel, you educate, you elevate the comfort levels of potential homeowners. We need your help in learning how to do this better for people throughout the United States. If we do these three things, and perhaps this group, which will include representatives of your industry, will come up with others, we can widen the circle of home ownership beyond anything we have ever seen. And in so doing, we can slowly begin to restore the confidence of battered, middle-class American families who fear that even in times of economic recovery, their own family's security will not be enhanced. That is the key to restoring the American dream, having working people believe that they can live in the turbulent, fast-changing times of the 21st century and still come out winners if they work hard, become lifetime learners, play by the rules, and raise their kids well. And finding a way for these people to own their own homes is a critical part of restoring that sense of American security and the reality of the American dream. I want you to help me do that. My fellow Americans, through presidents and administrations of both parties, the American people have been committed across party lines to the idea of home ownership. We have shown through things like the FHA and the GI Bill, that we can work in partnership to empower people who will take responsibility for their own lives. I am trying to do that now in many, many other areas of our national life. We are trying, all of us, to face problems we have ignored too long. We are trying to deal with the challenges and seize the opportunities that await us. I just want to say this last thing in closing. I am convinced that the best days of this country are ahead of us if we will only seize these challenges, seize these opportunities, and maintain the attitude that all of you inculcate into everybody who works with you every day. I am telling you, this is still the strongest country in the world, the greatest peacemaker in the world, the most powerful economy in the world. The only thing that can get in our way is our failure to believe in ourselves and our unwillingness to work together to face the challenges before us. If we can get rid of that, there is no limit to America's future. Thank you, and God bless you all.